Risings. This is Astro Dim here doing the Pisces Risings Astro Tarot reading for September 2018. I done shuffled the cards, and now what we shall do is cut them. Well, what I shall do is cut them and read the cards for you for September. Just to let you know that I'm doing all of September, just so you can see, like, hey, does this resonate with me? Should I ask her for a personal reading? Should I join Patreon and support the kid so she can do extended readings again? Just putting it out there. All right, cut these cards. Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Uh, okay. My cards are like all bent out of shape, y'all. Okay. Doing from the top. Page of Wands, nice. I like Page of Wands, one of my favorite pages. Oh, Four of Swords, the Magician, sweet. Ace of Swords, okay. Five of Cups, y'all. Nine of Pentacles, okay, son. Three of Cups. What's up with these swords, guys? Eight of Swords. The Death card in the 8th house. What the fuck are y'all doing? Oh my God. Wheel of Fortune in the 9th, sweet. The Moon for the 10th. Y'all's descendants is all, not descendants, cardinal houses are all fucked up. What are y'all doing? Six of Pentacles for the 11th and the Star for the 12th. Oh, that's dope. Okay, all right. And I'm seeing shit too, y'all. Just to let y'all know. Something special always happens with the Pisces rising readings. I swear to God. But I swore I just saw some stuff. That's crazy. And I'm usually not clairvoyant, so I don't know what the fuck that came from. But whatever. It happens randomly. I'm more of a claircognizant type of girl, but sometimes I get clear audience and clear sentience. It's my second probably intuition, but I don't really get clear audience or clairvoyance that much. So when I get it, it's a little creepy. Anywho, Page of Wands for your overall energy. So you're having this childlike wonder energy where you're just following your passions and letting it take you where it may. Is definitely fire type energy, Sag, Leo, and Aries, but it gives me the Aries energy because Aries is the baby of the zodiac, the baby of the fire signs, and they definitely have this childlike wonder. They definitely go for their passions and they're just the sign of, hey, let's just go for it. You know what I mean? Definitely dream chasers. It's really, really cool. So yeah, that's kind of the energy that you have. And looking at it, your energy, I feel like it's not just like I'm happy-go-lucky and I'm taking my chances, I'm following my passions, da da. It's actually you're following your passions from happiness, you're following your passions out of sadness, you're following your passions out of transformation. There's a lot of things that's happening to you right now, and so you feel like, listen, I'm just gonna go with what I'm passionate about and just see how it ends. So that's the type of overall energy I'm feeling for you guys, okay? First house, the house of appearance, personality, and persona, right? Four of Swords. So you are, to other people, your first impressions, you kind of look a little bit indignant right now. It could be indignant that you're like stuck in your way of thinking, stuck in your box, and you don't want to go out. But this also could be depression. I don't know if you guys are feeling depressed. I just felt like I had to say that for some reason. But I usually don't call the Four of Swords depression, but it really looks like it because look at the card. Stuck in the box, his head's low. He looks sad. That he doesn't want to get out. It's not that depressed people don't want to get out. It's like they can't, and they feel like they can't. But the thing is it's all in their mind. You know what I mean? It's their perception. It's of course not on their mind because it's chemical imbalances that causes depression. But when I mean all in my mind is that it affects your mind. You know what I mean? So it's a bit tricky, like all mental illnesses. Like I definitely know I have a brother with mental illness, two brothers I had with mental illnesses. So like, I get it. I understand it, and it's tough. But you might be feeling very depressed. Pisces rising folks tend to, because they're extremely empathic and they pick up other people's energies. So be sure you make sure the company that you keep are positive people. It looks like the relationships that you're in, the close relationships that you're in, and your family might be causing this depression, causing you to be stuck in this frame of thinking, this way of thinking. So you might need to find another outlet. Don't just hang out with your family or a certain amount of people, like trying to spice it up a little bit, okay? Um, but even if you're not depressed, you look depressed. So try to change that too. If you're not depressed and you're looking depressed, like try to fix that. Magician for the second house, right? For some reason, I felt to say this first. There might be someone that's trying to fuck with your money, that's trying to trick you for something, trying to make you invest into something that's not really worth investing in. So be careful for that. But this also could mean that you have full manifestation power to get whatever the hell you want. Okay. The thing is, it's funny that you have this in the second house, because with magic, of course, it's the routine of it all. But mostly it's believing in yourself. Believing in yourself so much that it just happens, that you change energies around you. And the thing is that, like with the second house, it's all about self-worth. And you need self-confidence to have self-worth. If you're not confident in what you're doing, you're gonna be deemed unworthy. Um, Self-confidence and self-worth comes from within. Um, in order for you to kind of let people know, without talking, to don't come to you with some unworthy shit, you have to really radiate that I'm worthy of greatness. You know what I mean? And then people would know better, and they're like, okay, she's worthy of greatness. Let me not approach her on some dumb shit. You know what I mean? So it's really, really important, if you really want to manifest self-confidence, self-worth, material worth, money. You have to really, really believe in yourself, and you can manifest anything that you want, okay? Ace of Swords for the third house, really interesting. You are trying to have a new beginning with your communication and your thought processes. You probably thought of a way of how to think about things, or you thought of a new way on how to communicate to people, and you're excited about it, and now you're cutting the old way that you used to communicate, the old way you used to think, and now you're letting the new way that you want to communicate, a new way you want to think, grow. It's like you're cutting out the weeds here. You know what I'm saying? So this is all about communication and strengthening your communication, strengthening your thought processes, okay? It looks like it's about to rain here, so I'm going to really try to. Five of Cups for the fourth house. Your family's causing you sadness. Your family has disappointed you and has hurt you greatly. It might be your mother or a maternal figure, but you're really, really sad about a family issue. The thing is, though, is that I give this speech every time with the Five of Cups. These cups you can't control. They're raining on you, but you're pouring out this cup and you can control that cup. You're literally pouring it out yourself. Why would you do that? Try to change your outlook on your emotions. Try to change your outlook on your family. You have to change it yourself. See, Pisces risings are mutable signs. You have so much power with being mutable. You can change easily. Change how you feel about things. Change your way of thinking. Like a fixed sign, they have a really hard time doing that. But you being a Pisces rising, it's easy for you to do that. Change how you handle things. So definitely try to consider changing your outlook on how you think about your family, your own emotions, your house, your home, your maternal figures of your life, your mother, all that. Okay. Now let's go back and talk about these planets. Neptune is retrograde, so no wonder you're feeling depressed right now, right? Neptune is in your sign, is making things very disillusioned, and you're extremely confused because you're like, wait, Neptune's my planet. I should know what's going on, what's happening here, right? But this is a lesson. Neptune retrograde is a lesson for you to weed through the disillusionment, because the disillusionment is caused by you being a little bit too practical and logical with intuition, when intuition is supposed to be based off of pure emotion. And so what you need to do is really practice on using your pure emotion and pure intuition to see things out. It's helping you strengthen in that intuition, okay? So be careful with that, all right? And be careful with, mirroring people. Be careful with that because you might be mirroring someone who's depressed and now you're being depressed, or you're mirroring someone who's closed minded and now you're being closed minded, okay? Um, Aries is here, and Aries is the go getter. So that's lovely. You can really, again, manifest whatever the fuck you want. You really could, Pisces risings, okay? You have that go getterness when it comes to self worth, material worth already. But Chiron is here, right? And so you're being quite self reflective on childhood trauma that you have experienced in your life before. That is connected to people ridiculing your appearance, your personality, and persona. And it affects your self worth. You feel like you're not worthy anymore because of that. You feel like you're not worthy of certain things, and it's affecting your income. Okay, so again, build that confidence up because you can literally manifest whatever you want, Pisces risings. Okay. Um, your third house is in Taurus. So this is cool because Uranus is in Taurus right now, right? And what Uranus is doing is making us accept our authenticity, making accept our weirdness, accept our quirkiness, and what makes us original and different, right? And it's in Taurus, so we're finding it worthy. Yeah, we're finally finding our quirkiness worthy and trying to monopolize off of it. You know what I mean? Monetize it. And so, you're cutting this old way of thinking that I need to not be so weird, and you're really accepting this new way of thinking. Like, yes, I'm gonna be myself and not care what other people think. I'm gonna be that quirky, weird person, and I don't care. So lovely, lovely, lovely energy here. Gemini's here. There's no plans in Gemini, so I already talked about the Five of Cups. So let's move on, okay? Fifth house, Nine of Pentacles, dope. You got into a great creative endeavor, and it's making you money. And this is just the beginning. Money is going to get even greater. So word up, y'all. Congratulations. That's really, really awesome. Okay. Um, and what this could be actually, this could not be money. This could be your creative thoughts. So you thought of something really creative, and now like it's the creativity is not going to stop. It's going to keep coming and coming and growing, and it's going to be make you more money and more money, or give you more happiness and more happiness. It's just going to work really well. This could be dating prospects. This could be children. If you really are trying to make a kid. This could be just you having fun. It's just the beginning. This card is literally saying it is just the beginning, okay? So whatever this may be in your fifth house, the house of creation and self-expression, this is just the beginning. It's going to get better and better, okay? So congrats on that. Cancer's here, and there's no plans in Cancer. Three of Cups for the sixth house. You're celebrating something. Most likely you're celebrating something that's connected to your everyday task. So maybe that you're finally let up, and you can not work so hard anymore, and you can finally relax and celebrate and enjoy life, enjoy the little bit we have left of summer, right? So that's probably it. Another thing too is that you're probably celebrating a win at your job. You probably got something, you probably moved your work environment and moved your offices, or got something wonderful happen in your work environment, or you might be even celebrating a birthday, whether it's in your job or not, but you're celebrating something, something that, or someone that's a part of your everyday life. So that's lovely. Fun times, yo. Leo's in here too. So, Leo likes to get things jumping. So you're going to be quite expressive, and you're going to be enjoying life. But also North Node is in your your sixth house. So whatever you're celebrating is probably bigger than like a work party. But whatever you're celebrating though, it's something that it was well deserved from you, and you need this time to celebrate. And it's kind of a fated event. It's kind of pushing you to your life path, which is lovely. Eight of Swords for the seventh house. You're juggling a lot. I don't know if you're juggling men or women, but you have a lot on your mind. So that could be you're juggling a lot of people, right? But it also could be that you're juggling a lot of thoughts in your mind about how you should handle relationships, and it might be actually blocking you from relationships. Maybe you're in a relationship currently, and it's keeping you like um, in your mind a lot, thinking about, should I break up with them, should I not. You're just really, really stressing out and thinking a little bit too much. The thing is, you have to think about it. After the Eight of Swords is Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is the Nightmare card. So you have things constantly on your mind recently, and you're gonna start stressing out about it. So you're really stressing out about a relationship, and is freaking you out. So try to take some time out and work these things out in your head, and then eventually speak them out with the person you're in a relationship with. The relationship can be romantic, platonic, whatever. But the thing is, you're definitely focusing on these thoughts and on this relationship because the sun is here, and the sun is what we identify with for the month for these readings, and it's also what's the focus of the month. And then Mercury's here, and Mercury represents communication and thought process. So we're really thinking about this a lot, and we're communicating about this a lot, about this relationship that's really stressing us out, okay? Again, the relationship can be romantic, platonic, business, open enemies, whatever. Death card. So whatever this relationship, you might be cutting that person off eventually. Or it can be a transition in the relationship where you was able to address these things. You end up addressing it well, and now you guys can move to the next level, get even deeper in a relationship. Because the eighth house is all about deep intimacy, sex, emotional bonding, and stuff like that. So this definitely could be it. The death card, this death is something. Is not. I'm not predicting the death, but this death is usually with the death card is something that has already happened. So someone who have passed away. You could be dealing with the transition of that and mourning that and dealing with the mourning and grieving process, right? But with grieving and any death, there's always a rebirth, right? And so now the rebirth is you living life without this person, and I'm learning from their life, learning from what they've been through, and applying it to your own life. Um, the eighth house is also shared worth too. So this also could be, um, you actually gaining some money from an inheritance. It could be something like that. It could be you gaining money through another way too, through class action suits or lottery, just money that you didn't earn that's you're benefiting from somehow, something like that, okay? Libra is in y'all's eighth house, right? And the sun and Mercury is going to be there towards the end of the month. So this is probably going to happen strongly towards the end of the month for sure. It's going to be the main focus at the end of September for you, and you're going to be thinking about it, identifying with it, and all that jazz. With death, though, I know it could be kind of some deep emotions that you go through, so just be careful. Don't dive too deep into that energy. It's definitely energy that we need to experience, but don't experience it alone. Definitely make sure you check with people and make sure you're good, okay? This could be a transformation with money too. So you could be getting new money, regardless if the person passed or not. A person passed or not, you're benefiting from it. Um, Transformation in a relationship too. Relationship again could get from a lower like dating relationship to a deep relationship, or a deep relationship to marriage. Something like that. Okay. Scorpio is in the ninth house. Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is turning to your favor. You may have been applying a specific philosophy, a culture, belief, religion into your life. And it's now working in your favor. All the work that you've been doing and applying this into your life is coming to you. You have Jupiter and Venus in your ninth house. They're both extremely auspicious signs of prosperity, abundance, and money and relationships. So if you've been trying to get those things, you're going to get it. But it's definitely connected to a belief, a religion, or philosophy that you've been working on and applying to your life, and now you're getting the goods from it. This could also mean too that you finally have a traveling opportunity to go to a different country, go to a different side of the country, go to the West Coast, something like that. And yeah, it's going to be good for you. It's a fated event. It's going to work in your favor, and it's going to be lovely. Okay, so congrats on that, y'all. The moon sign for the moon card, excuse me, for your 10th house. Your what's the 10th house for you guys? Sag. Okay. There's no plans of Sag right now, so I'm not going to add the planetary information, but I'll talk about this card in general. So having the moon sign here is that your emotions are ever changing, and your intuition is kicking in gear, and people are noticing that. People are noticing that your emotions are changing and are a little bit worried about you, especially since you've been looking a little bit down lately. So just be aware of that. But with your emotions kind of going all over the place and you being empathic, not going all over the place, but being flexible, and you being empathic, you really are known for being this intuitive person that can really catch the energies of folks. And with that being said, though, for some reason I feel like I have to say this: people who are not around you right now, they might be busy, yeah, but they might be knowing that you're really intuitive, and they want to stay away from you because they know that you're going to pick up on their weird energy at this moment. So for some reason, I really felt like I had to say that intuitively. So keep that in mind. But regardless, so you're looking very intuitive. That's how you're seeming right now. And then the 10th house is connected to status and reputation and career. So your career might be kind of phasing in and out, and things are kind of bumpy. The emotions are waxing and waning with your career. So just know that this will pass. Yes, it's a major arcana, and the energies are going to be hard to change, but it will change, because remember, we're almost done with September. So don't worry too much, okay? Um, Six of Pentacles, right? We're being quite reflective on our bag, our money, right? Um, I think I just realized that I said Four of Pentacles in a later reading. So good job, Demi. But we're being reflective on our bag, on our practicality, right? With this card, right? I don't know if y'all can see it really, but you see how there's like greenery around it. So you know that this bread overall like came from a plant, came from wheat. And then the finishing product is the bread, right? So we're being quite reflective on where we came from and what's the end product, right? And so you might be doing that with your wishes and your dreams, okay? Like, where do I start? How do I get there? Where, how did where did I start, and how did I get where I am right now? You're just being really, really reflective on the practical things in life when it comes to your dreams and wishes. You're doing that with your friends too, kind of weed out like who should be in my life, who shouldn't. How did they come in my life? When did they come in my life? What's their importance? You know what I mean? So you're being quite reflective with that, especially with Pluto and Saturn there. Saturn in the 11th house, right? That's all about taking your authority with your friends. So right now, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to really reflect on who your friends are, if they are your real friends. Same with any network or non-immediate family members and stuff like that. What they mean to you and how you need to stand up to them to kind of gain your authority back. You know what I mean? And then with Pluto here, Pluto's all about transformation and being empowered. So in order to get some empowerment, you need to be reflective. Think about Pluto. Pluto is the Scorpio um, um, planet. You know what I mean? And Scorpio is all about reflecting and sitting and stewing in emotions. You know what I mean? So that's what you're doing. You're just being practical with them. That you're being practical with it though, and you're thinking like, okay, how should I handle my dreams and wishes? How should I handle the people in my life? And remember how that's funny. Remember how I say you need to watch out for the people that's around you because they might be making you depressive. Man, it's all coming together. Lastly, the star card. You have the star card for the 12th house. So literally, there's nothing much to say about that, but that you have a guardian angel watching over you, your God, your angels, all of those positive beings that are around you. They are watching over you and they're giving you blessings. But the thing is, though, you need to connect with them to understand what these blessings are, what these blessings mean, and to get more blessings. Okay, so. It seems like these guardian angels know that you're going through a lot right now, that you do have some wins, but you do have some tough times too. And so they're giving you these blessings and they are trying to help you out. So listen to them, try to connect with them, okay? Um, you know, this is Aquarius energy, and Mars is in Aquarius, and Mars is all about being logical and brainstorming and thinking. So you can be kind of in that type of mood right now, but try not to be. It's good to be all in your mind, and it's good to brainstorm and be logical. But we're talking about the 12th house here. You need to add some emotions to that logic too. Okay. But the great thing is that, you know, Mars is about being driven and motivated, and so you are being driven and motivated to connect with these angels and guides and your ancestors and stuff. But you're doing it in a logical way. You need to do it with emotion, okay? And also, you need to do it by not focusing that much about society. Focus on yourself right now, okay? It's nice to focus on like society and how that you can help society, but just focus on yourself right now and your own blessings, okay? All right, so this is the Pisces reading for September 2018. I hope you guys like this. Please comment, like, subscribe, share, care, and all that good stuff. Go to my Etsy shop for a personal reading. It's etsy.com/shop/astrodim. Check out my Patreon, patreon.com/astrodim. And check out my podcast, my Bed and Astrology. It is literally everywhere except for SoundCloud and Tidal, okay? I wish you guys nothing but the best and a whole bunch of love. Peace.